welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylah and I make scrunchies and bows. I've been doing so for 11 years now. In today's vlog, I'm going to be doing part 2 of my coin purse and my zipper pouches. So I did split this vlog up only because I really needed your guys' help on kind of deciding what to do with the zipper pouches. I'll quickly show you if you didn't watch that video. But I made a few different trials and some were like super stiff and some were quilted and some were like really flimsy, but I didn't use the word flimsy. I think I used like flexible, because flimsy just doesn't sound very good, does it? I ended up more confused than I left off. So I think I'm just going to go with what I think is best, which I think I'm going to do quilted. And I think I'm going to try and use this. So this is very different to this type of wadding. We call it wadding in Australia, by the way. I have noticed like a lot of people calling it batting and stuff. I'm fairly certain it says wadding. Yeah, it definitely says wadding on here, because usually like around the world things are called different things, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, so this wadding is very different. It's a little bit more thicker and I found it like more stiff than just using this one. I haven't done it for the zipper pouches just yet though, so I do want to try and just see how this one turns out. I have went ahead and bought another one, so it looks like that, for a big whole bunch of them, only because it was on the weekend. They were only $60 and I'm not paying $150 or whatever it is full price when I can get it for $60. So I was like, even if I don't use it, I can return it if I want, or I mean, I'm probably going to end up using it. So I thought I'd do that. And I also failed my challenge, which was not buying fabric for 6 months. Couldn't do it. So I did also spend about $100, maybe a little bit more, on this. So I bought a bunch of plain colors because I know when I was trying to do the pouches, I was like, oh, plain colors would look so much better. So I did use a lot of the plain colors that I already have here, because I had a bunch from like my bow days where I had like heaps of little pieces, like 20cm pieces, which were great for the pockets, but I ran out of those very quickly. So I have restocked a lot of the neutral colors because I was like, I can do neutral very easily because it will match my like zipper. And I did get like 1 or 2 meters each of some more vibranty colors. I have already done all of the cutting though for the coin purses and the zipper pouches, so this is just extra stuff just to sit there and, you know, when I need it, it's there. Just because they had a really good sale on as well for this, I was like, oh, I better, because usually this is $12 a meter for the plain colors, but they were $5 a meter, plus there was a coupon code which you could use, which gave an extra 30% off. Well, gave an extra $30 off if you spent $100, which is what I did. I spent $100 and got the $30 off, so it's pretty much 30% off extra on top. And I also got these two, which were on clearance, but I didn't buy the whole roll this time. Usually I buy the whole roll. I only bought a little bit just because I'm not meant to be buying any more fabric. I'm meant to be on a fabric ban. I thought I'd get those just so that would help me out, especially just like even doing more makeup bags in the future, just so I'll have some colors that will match really easily. Because it's getting like harder. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm like using up all of the more neutral colors, like the ginghams and stuff. It's getting really hard to match up with like a bit more fun prints. So yeah, there's that. All right, I'm going to cut this out and we're going to test this one out, I think. I'm going to test this one out on the zipper pouches and see how they go. I'm thinking about doing it like 2 layers on each side, because this is what I did for the makeup bags as well. I used to do 2 layers. I mean, I still do 2 layers, but just with different wadding. Now I don't know what one to try out. I'm gonna guess I've got heaps of this one, so maybe I'll do another of this. I feel like already that's gonna be like more dense. And I did read everyone's comments about making the lining smaller, so I'll just like sew up a little bit. They say to like kind of, yeah, go in more. So I'll try that as well, just to stop it from bunching. Let's try this one. So this is trial number 5. let's have a look at what I have got here. This one does feel a lot more dense, which is nice. And you can still sort of see all the plush lines. So let's have a look. So this was the first one, no lines, really flexible, flimsy. This was the second one. It was really thick. And it just looked like that on the inside because the thickness kind of like went everywhere. This one was the next one. Pretty good density. Looks good on the inside. But the actual, like, you can't really see the lines. It was just, yeah, it was like kind of just sewing onto nothing. Like you can't see the ridges. This one's next. It's really hard to see. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see in here. Like you have the kind of little bit of the ridges there. This one's super dense though and like a little bit more annoying to assemble. And then we've got this one. This one, it's really hard to see on the camera, especially in this lighting. If it was sunlight, I'd be able to like kind of show you better. But like these are almost identical, except this one actually has like you can kind of feel the quilted part, whereas this is pretty much smooth. It just has lines through it. So I think we're going to go with this one. That's my final, and that's the difference in thickness between like the really thick one and then this one. So it's still thin enough that it's not going to take up a massive amount of space in the bag. I know it probably looks the same, but in real life this one is a lot thicker. Anyway, so that is all of them that I have done. So I've done 5 trials now, and I think I finally figured it out that I'm going to use, yeah, the other wadding for this. And yeah, that means we can get started on making those as well. I haven't done much for the coin purses. I was hoping to do more over the weekend, but I ended up having all the time off. I had like a really bad headache. I'm very stressed at the moment. So stressed. A lot of big things happening in my life, but also a lot of things going on that I can't speak about, either with like family members and stuff being really, really sick, needing like emergency surgeries, and yeah, it's been a lot to deal with. And then like on top of it, I'm going through other personal issues, but I can't say it yet. When it comes time, I will tell you guys. But yeah, there's just been a lot going on for one person to handle, I think. A lot going on. And then trying to run a business full time while all that's going on is hard. But I'm managing I'm trying to get all these done so then everything will be made for Christmas. I am so worried about Christmas. I have like barely any stock that's actually in stock. Like, yes, the scrunchie wall is looking so much better than last year, and I do actually have some bags in stock, maybe like 30, and a lot of them are pre-cut. So I have to just like keep thinking about that like I am way more, I guess, set up than last year. Last year was just absolute, yeah, that was not good last year, just because everything that, yeah, because like all the bags like just went crazy and I just did not have enough hands to sew them all. But yeah, this time around, hopefully I'll have everything kind of in stock, ready to go. Especially with the introduction of the coin purses and the pouches, they're just that little bit, well, a lot quicker, like so much quicker than making the makeup bags. I'm going to start sewing. I really want to get these done this week. I don't know how much I'm going to sew or like film of this though, because like probably will get a bit boring, so I might film a little bit more tomorrow when it's natural light rather than nighttime light, and hopefully I'll have more done than this. So this is how many I've currently got finished. So they're the coin purses. I finished 20, I think, out of 70. So I've still got quite a bit to go, but I think they're taking me probably 6 to 10 minutes each, depending on distractions and like, you know, if I have to change like a thread or something. So I'm slowly getting there. I haven't received my new zippers and my like zipper tape yet, so hopefully that will come too. Let's get sewing. This is my little pile that I've currently got. These piles. This pile needs to have specific colours on the thread, so I haven't done that one just yet. But these ones should be okay to keep sewing up. did do my hair this morning, but then I went outside and the wind was just like I just went to go post some orders. I can't believe how windy it is. I woke up from the wind last night. It was just like such a shocking sleep because of just how windy it was. I actually woke up because the house like literally sounded like it moved. It like made a massive bang sound. Oh my gosh. Like the house is 2-story, but it just sounded like the top half was about to go. Anyway, so besides my terrible sleep last night, I did make another 20 or so coin purses, which is great. I still have a bunch to go though. I'm thinking that I might not have had 70. I thought I had 70 to make, but maybe I don't, because I feel like there doesn't look like there's 20 that's sitting over there that need to be, actually it would be 30 that need to be made over there, because I had 20 in the first round. Oh, let's drop some. Okay. But I'm slowly getting there. I did find that only one of them, this one so far, was the only one I haven't done 2 of. The rest, I did have 2. I'm up to doing ones that have different colored thread though. So for this one, I had to do different color thread. You probably can't even see, but there's blue thread there and blue thread on that. Did start on those last night, trying to do the different color ones. But then I'm like, well, do I just start on the pockets then? Because they'll probably need different colors too. So I don't know. I don't know what to do for that. Or if I just try and get all the coin purses finished first and then I worry about the pockets. So that's why I kind of like gave up last night. I did work until I think nearly 11 p.m. and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to decide in the morning, and now I'm looking at them and I don't know. But so far I have got quite a few coin purses done, so I'm pretty happy with that. I really want to try and get this launch started before the end of September. That's like my main goal, is to get everything up and ready. But I am very, very aware that that's only 13 days away, so I've barely got 2 weeks. Actually, I probably do have 2 weeks. How many days is in September? Yeah, so almost 2 weeks I have to try and get all this done, and then I also have other things in between that, like markets, and need to get orders out, and obviously shipping out all of the US orders, which I don't know what's going to go with that. I don't know how much like the fee is, and like I've already accepted orders for the US as well, so I'll probably just have to eat that cost. I've never been more so confident in what's going to happen. I don't know, I feel like oddly confident, which is really weird for me because usually I have a lot of self-doubt and everything, but I think I'm just gonna like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. I do have some sponsorship deals, so I do apologize for having sponsorship deals. I know like they probably won't be as much fun. It does mean that I don't have to stress as much in my own personal life, having to, you know, get money from somewhere else if you guys or just the general public can't order from me during tough times like right now. Like it's good to have other backup options. So I am trying to still limit them. I don't want to do too many sponsorship deals because I know they can get a bit repetitive and boring and, you know, a bit annoying. But yeah, just know that it's just another way I can make money while, you know, United States, I've been without United States customers for almost a month. You know, a couple have still trickled in, don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, I think there's 8 in a month that have purchased from me, so thank you so much to the ones that have purchased. But yeah, usually, you know, they're 50% of my market, so it's, yeah, it has been a big hit. But in saying that, the PDF pattern has really pulled through in the last month, so I think that's also another reason I haven't been too anxious about everything, because the PDF pattern has been going so well and it has really gotten her all around the world. Like I've had people purchase from countries I've never even heard of before, which has been just unreal and amazing. And then yeah, so many United States have been purchasing that one as well. I am excited to come out with coin purses and like my tote bag and stuff. All in all, I did actually enjoy making the pattern, and now that I know what I'm doing, it was stressful at the start because I didn't know what I was doing, how to make it, put my thoughts onto the computer. Now I feel confident in being able to replicate that, and I haven't really had any issues. I've had one person message me, actually it was 2 people, but I did rectify it prior. One person messaged me, there's one mistake in the booklet that someone's found so far. and like that was after probably over 150 or 200 of them had sold. So I mean there's probably more people that noticed it, but yeah, there was one mistake. So I have like tried to fix that by putting it on the PDF and the hard copy like pages, and like having a photo of it saying this is the correct information. It's literally just one number. one number that's wrong, but that's okay. So it is a little bit annoying. I didn't pick that up. Yeah, I read through that booklet so many times, and I had other people proofread it too, and none of us were able to pick that up. Yeah, and it's just so annoying because I actually read that specific part. I went over that so many times, but I guess because I went over it so many times, and it was literally the last square, so I would have been like really like, okay, that one, and then on the last square I've gone, oh, it's probably correct. It was like last one that was wrong. So yeah, that's the only thing that I've had issue with so far. Everyone else has been really kind, and I've had so many great reviews from it, so that's really cool because I wasn't sure what to expect with that. It definitely was a lot more popular than I thought. I did have one question for you guys, because I think I need to start Reddit, because Reddit is making me sad, because like all this stuff on Reddit, like, oh my gosh, people get so nasty. Anyway, was reading something that, you know, someone hates this person because they just have very stale content or something. And I'm like, oh my god. So now I'm like freaking myself out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna ask you guys what other content you'd like to see from me, because I do know that my stuff does get repetitive, and you know, it's the same stuff. It's a market day, it's a launch day, it's you know, making wholesale orders. It's the same, you know, rinse and repeat. I know that because that is what I do. I do the exact same thing every single day, so I film the exact same thing every single day. But if you guys let me know what else you would like to see. I know I'd love to start back up that one up there when I get some time. It's also time, like I just don't have any time, but I really want to do that up there. It's a, what is it, toy capsule machine. Put the coin in and that pops out with something to make. I only did, I think I've done 2 or 1. I can't even remember now. I feel like I've only done one of them because I think it was the tote bag, and I haven't done one since. Possibly another one, I don't know. So that's something that I'd like to, yeah, try and do eventually. Do some more of those so I can make some extra things. Have a go at making patterns like dresses and stuff. And I know I've said that like all year, but I feel like this year has just been survival mode. I feel like that's true for a lot of businesses. It's just survival mode, just doing what you can just to make it through. I feel like in my own business, it's been okay. Like I haven't had too much hiccups. It's more my personal life where I've just been in survival mode. Just like, yeah, trying to get through everything. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like life's hard. I want to go back to being 22 and not having a care in the world and like not having to worry about people, you know, being sick and everything, and just like making big adult decisions. Being an adult is so hard and it's freaking me out. You know, I never wanted to grow up when I was a kid. You know, like you hear kids going, oh, I really want to grow up, I want to be older. I got to like 8 or 9 years old and I was like crying to my mom saying, I don't want to grow up. I do not want to. I was watching all these adults around me. I was like, I don't want to be like that. I would rather stay a child. And I feel like in some ways, you know, I don't think my brain's fully developed yet either, which is frustrating as well. I feel like I'm going through like an identity crisis almost, that like, because I feel like just my brain hasn't developed yet. Like everyone around me, their brains are developing. Like they want certain things, like babies and everything. And I'm just like sitting here like, I can't relate at all, like not in the slightest, and it's really frustrating. Odd one out. And I know it's probably more to do with me finding myself since getting diagnosed with ADHD, and honestly probably something else there as well, but it actually has been really hard, and I think it's been like even extra hard in the last like 12 months, just like lots of big feelings and like trying to like process them all. I've been having a lot of difficulty doing that, kind of learn more about me as a person, because it has been really hard to like manage all that, whereas like before I didn't, that like my eyes were closed to that. I had no idea, I was oblivious to all this stuff, and now like my eyes are open and I'm like, oh, so I probably shouldn't even I shouldn't think that way, and like I should do things this way. I don't know, I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis already. It's been a really difficult year in personal life. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll get there. Still learning. Still young. But then like I feel like I'm old, but I'm still young, and it's just like it's freaking me out. I think the whole growing up thing is freaking me out a little bit. When I think of even my mom, when she was my age, she already had like 2 kids, and you know, I think of like a lot of other people, or like I went to school with, already have kids, already married, already settled down. It's just, yeah, I don't know if people just, maybe everyone goes through like this feeling that like everything's just a bit much when they're in their 20s. I don't know, it's very confusing time. If I'll be honest, like so much going on, like, and I feel like I'm ready for certain things but I'm not ready for other things, like not even close. I don't know, sorry, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't know. Let's get back to typical making content. I am going to try and finish off these coin purses today, and I'm going to start on the pockets as well. I keep changing between pockets and zipper pouches, I know, so I do use different words for the same thing. Like they're exactly the same thing. Same with makeup bags. I say makeup bags, they're called carry-all bags, and I've also called them boxy pouches. Like they're all the same thing. I just yeah, brain's wired different. It's just whatever word comes to my head, it's what I say first. It doesn't have a specific name to me, and they all mean the same thing to in my head, but I know that they'll be confusing to others, so I thought I'd just clarify that. I think I'm just going to get started on sewing the last of the coin purses. I'll show you the little pile I've got left. So this is what I've got left, which really isn't that many grand scheme of things. I'll make all those up, and then I'll be finished with the coin purses, and then I can start the pockets. I really need to also start face washer scrubbies as well, but I don't know whether to do that in a different video. But then I feel like it's very basic. I feel like that one's super basic, so I might as well just do it in this one just to make it a little bit more beefy, because otherwise it's just going to be the exact same thing over and over again. Considering this is a part 2, it's the exact same thing as part 1 really, but we're just like finishing off everything that we didn't get finished in part 1. Okay, I'm going to get these done. They just need a different thread. Most of the time I do sew with just white thread. I have had a lot of people say like just sew with grey or cream. Technically the thread I use is a little bit cream. It's like off-white. It's not completely white. I just haven't done that yet. I feel like cream would probably be a good color, especially for like makeup bags and like these sort of little purses and stuff. I like it. Also, I thought I'd mention the chunky zip. I use number 5. So it's like, if you're new to zippers, which I am fairly new to zippers, but there's 2 or probably more different sizes of the zips. This one is a size 5. It's very unusual to use a size 5 on a coin purse though. I used it because 1, I didn't have any size 3, and 2, I just kind of like the chunky zip. I know that's not everyone's taste. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the stuff I make is because I like it, and yeah, that's it. I just like it, and it's suited me so far. I know a lot of people are like, no, you need to make it exactly how your audience wants it. My audience, they are very vast and very different. Everyone has different opinions. So some, like, even with the pockets, and I was like, hey, what should I do here? Everyone had a different opinion. There wasn't anyone that had like a, yes, this one, and then like everyone chose that. No, it was all split across the board. So you can't please everyone. It's just impossible. So I just go with what I think's best. And I like my chunky zip. I think it looks cute, and I like being able to see like the signature like cream with the gold. I don't know. That's just my personal preference. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's okay. Let's get sewing these ones up, and then we'll start on the pockets and quilt all those up. This one's almost perfect, like the same on each side. I didn't even mean that. Alright guys, I've officially finished making all of the coin purses. I can't even fit them in this one tub. They look very pretty. I didn't mess up really any. I think there was only one that I accidentally did the wrong colour, like here. But the rest are fine. Yeah, I did all the correct ones, which is great. So they look all really pretty and nice. Let me just do a really quick head count of how many I've actually made. Alright, I've made 67 coin purses. So they're all completed. Now all I have to do is the zipper pouches. So this did take me longer than I expected. I think it's mostly just because I haven't been giving it my 100%. I've just been getting distracted or having to have like lots of breaks. I'm hoping they'll be able to get these pouches done by the end of the week and start on the next task. But I'm really happy with those, that they're done. That should get me through the rest of the year, plus hopefully some markets as well. I'll be able to take a bunch to. I want to try and make up some kid print ones too. When I say kid prints, I mean like unicorns and rainbows, those sort of things. Because I reckon that would be really popular at markets. And they'll be a nicer price point compared to like the makeup bags. I think I've already said that in one of my past vlogs. There are some kid prints in here, but not the unicorns. I think unicorns and like real bright colors will be so popular. So I do want to try and make those for the upcoming markets, especially for Christmas time, and they'll be cute little Christmas gifts and just stocking fillers. I'm excited about that's done. Hey everyone, I haven't really done much at all. You know, I have these done, but I haven't started on the pouches, and it's mostly just because I've been so stressed. Like, I'm breaking out everywhere, just like from the stress of everything. I have cut this out so many different times, so who knows, this probably will get cut out too. I've been like, oh yeah, I'll tell you guys, and I'm like, oh no, I better not. I'll tell you guys, but I don't think it's going through now, so I might as well just tell you why I've been so stressed to the max for the last 10 weeks. I'll preface it by saying I have 2 family members that are very, very sick. So that has been adding, like majority of the stress is because of that. And the majority of the reason why we wanted to try and get this through the door is so I can be closer to my family. I can move. But it just doesn't look like it's going to work out that way, unfortunately. Yeah, we've had the worst luck. Josh and I are looking to start, you know, our lives together, and we want to build a house together, which is meant to be so super exciting. And it was very exciting to start off with. You know, we spoke to the brokers and like, you know, figured out how much we could borrow and all that stuff, and, you know, figured out, you know, probably just be able to get the land this year and then work on the build next year, which is fine. We need to get that land because the land has gone up crazy amount of money in like the last 12 months. It just keeps going up and up and up. Put in our offer, and that was 10 weeks ago. We have extended finance so many times and we still don't have finance. It's been horrible, and honestly it's been such a mission, like especially having false promises from everyone. You know, we've actually gone through 2 different brokers so far, and I wish I just went straight to probably my own bank and just said, here, like, here's all our stuff, what can you do? Because at this point I don't know if it's going to go through, and if it doesn't go through, I feel like it's just not meant to be. It just wasn't for us. This block of land was just not for us, and unfortunately we're just going to have to pay the premium and buy a different block. And mind you, The blocks now, even in 2 months, they've gone up $30,000, probably more by the time, you know, we get our ducks in a row. This has just been way too much, just like for me and Josh as well, because he's been supporting me through all this. Who's supporting him? No one's supporting him. No, I'm trying, but like he's been my rock through this whole situation, because obviously I've got so much going on in my personal life, and then on top of it we're trying to, you know, do this really awesome thing together. Without saying too much about the financials, we had pre-approval, and then at the last second, when it got all the way up to the credit assessors, they looked at my YouTube income and said no. Even though that specific bank was meant to accept it. As we know, I have purchased my own house 2 years ago, and they did use my YouTube income, so it's not impossible. But yeah, for our circumstances, it's just so frustrating and annoying, and a lot of people won't understand it unless they're self-employed and have tried to go for a home loan. If you are a payee person, and I don't know how it works overseas, but normally if you are employed by someone, if I had an employee, for example, they could get a loan easier than me, like way easier. So if I was paying someone through payroll, they could go off and go, this is how much, and then they'll get a loan like this, and it would be they'll probably be able to borrow more than they can afford. Unfortunately for us, the amount that we're trying to borrow, it's still a big amount, but I mean, it's a drop in the ocean compared to what I'm already paying, what I'm saving per month. And like for 2 people, it's so cheap, and we just have met roadblocks every step of the way. But yeah, it's honestly been such a terrible experience. We were very excited and we were so keen on building, and I was just really keen to be back home closer to my family, just because at the moment I'm about an hour away there and back. So it is really hard to go see them. Like if I was 5 minutes away, I can go see them every single day, whereas I can't really see my family every single day if I'm driving an hour and still like working full time. So yeah, fun times. I was actually speaking to one of my girlfriends and they're also kind of like in a similar situation, except they both work for someone else. Like, and she said how much they can loan, and they have property as well already. And she was like, oh, you know, I don't even think we can afford this. Like, that's way too much. And I'm like, I wish I had that issue. Yeah, the banks, I know that they try and like protect people, but like in self-employed situation, they do not give self-employed a chance at all. It's just been an absolute nightmare. Probably take some more time off, I think, and just go spend time with my family and just do it that way. I just really wanted to be closer so I could go see them every single day. And you might be like, oh, why don't you buy a house rather than build? And I was like, well, the prices to buy a house where we want are actually way more expensive. Like, it's actually cheaper to build. It's cheaper to buy the block of land, or it was going to be cheaper to buy this block of land and then build on top of it. Yeah, and then plus, then I'd get my room. I want a big room, you know? And like, yes, we want to get into that area as quick as possible, but we also need to look at long term. You know, the house needs to suit us long term, so we want to build something we want. Hopefully in the next few years, we'll be able to look back at this and be like, oh, that's why it happened, and everything happens for a reason. I'm a strong believer in that, which is again why I haven't been able to hire anyone. I've wanted to hire someone all year just to help out. Both of us have been saving like crazy. Like, I know I've had like lots of Easter eggs kind of like all over the place, like, oh, you know, can't spend money. It's because we are saving every single dollar just so we can afford the land and to build a house. That's like what we're saving for, and we've got our goals set, and like, you know, we've got our 5-year plan and 10-year plan. We've got everything set up. Very stressful time period in between, yeah, my immediate family being very sick, and yeah, just me wanting so badly to be closer to them. I think if like my family wasn't so sick, if that wasn't even a thing, I feel like the pressure would be taken off. Like it wouldn't have been such a, we have to do this right now. Like, we could have waited, because like I wouldn't have been in a rush to build. Like, I am comfy here for another couple years. Like, I am very quickly outgrowing this house, but you know, it's something that we can, you know, do in the future. But I think because of that, it's just been you know, we have to do this so we can be closer, and then it's kind of like gone rug pull at the last second. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Hundreds of hours worth of my time. I think I would have been better off doing my own research and going to the banks myself rather than contacting brokers. If I'll be honest, I don't know. I did not have very good experience with the brokers that I have chosen. There's got to be a solution out there. I thought I would finally tell you guys why I've been so distant. I feel like I haven't been myself because I've just been like literally hours and hours every single day trying to do this stuff, researching alternative things to do. Like even before we put the offer in on the land, it was like researching all the blocks and like all the houses, figuring out exactly how much everything's going to cost, and, you know, figuring how much deposit we need, and then like saving so much money in like a short period of time. Obviously this year I've been so much slower with everything this year. I've been taking it really slow, you know, doing barely any launches and just recovering from the burnout from last year, if I'll be honest. But this has not helped, like all this stress and stuff. I think I'm gonna need like to take some time off just to get over like all this. And I know it probably doesn't sound like a big deal to most people. They're like, oh, you know, it's fine. But I think there's just so many different things that are going on behind the scenes that, yeah, this decision was like a really big thing, and to have it not go through was really soul crushing, if I'll be honest. But anyway, onwards and upwards, it will be fine. Everything will work out, and it's not like we don't have a place to live. I have a beautiful house here, and I'm very grateful and lucky to have obtained at least one loan like this one. But anyway, moving on. I will start doing these pockets. I really want to try and get this launch done by the end of September. I don't think I will, but I'm going to try. You know what'd be great for this? This thing. I'll definitely need more wadding, but I'll start with this little pile first. I just got my zipper tape refunded. What the heck? I don't understand what's going on. It came up with, your order hasn't been shipped yet, like 10 minutes ago. And then it said your order is being refunded, or there's been a shipping error. But then it says I can reorder it. So I don't understand what's going on. Because I need the zipper tape to be able to finish these. I won't be able to finish all these without the zipper tape because I've only got this much left, and I'm saving that for my orders that will come in, you know, within the next couple of weeks, and the ones I still need to do. I don't think I've got any more hiding up here. It's really annoying, and I don't understand why. I've ordered from them so many times as well. I've never had this happen before, if I'll be honest. So I'm going to just have to wait till I reply and just make sure that it's okay to replace the order because I ordered these when I was filming this last, which was a week and a half ago. So that they will be here any minute. The zipper, the actual zips, but the tape. So this is what I've got. Which this will not be enough to do all of them. So I might just have to do one of each for now and call it a day, because yeah, I won't be able to even do like my makeup bags or anything without that tape. Especially if it's like, oh, now it's going to really cut it fine, because I was like, oh yeah, it's going to come next week, early next week, and I'll be fine to keep going with all my orders. But if the tape's not here, I'm probably not going to be able to get all my makeup bags done in time. Like, that's not good. Another thing to worry about. Great. Cool. Well, we'll see how we go. Hopefully they reply back. Otherwise, I'll have to go find a new supplier, which is really frustrating. It does take a long time to find new suppliers, so I hope they just made a mistake. I don't know. And it actually is in stock. I mean, there's other things I can try and get done, like the tote bags and the scrunchies and like the vanity bucket, stuff that doesn't need zipper tape. But I definitely do need to hold off using this and make sure this will be enough to do the orders that I currently have. Okay, so I've just reordered another 100 meters. This is looking so big. Anyway, reordered 100 meters, but through a different listing to see if like that helps. I mean, I can still reorder it through the same listing, but it just wasn't working because they refunded me. Anyway. And then I've just gone on and tried to find someone else that sells the same zipper tape. And it's like pretty expensive, but I've purchased like 10 meters for like $16, which is like really expensive. So I thought even if that comes in time, the 10 meters is better than nothing. And that will help out. To continue, I'm hoping I've got enough of these to just do one at least of the pockets. I think I'm going to go count them. Alright, I should have enough to do all of them at least once. And then I might be able to get away with doing the second one. I might have to cut some more, which I really don't want to do. So I might have to like cut that first, make sure I've got enough to do all the orders plus a little bit extra. I got 22 in this pile and I got 33 on this pile. And I think I had about 32 pocket colors. Oop, drop one. So I'd be short about 10. I don't know. I would rather kind of keep those just in case I need to use them to do the makeup bags. So I'll have to make, I think I chose 15 colors, new ones. I don't know, or 10. I can't even remember now. I cut them so long ago. So yeah, I will have to make sure that they're available as well. I would just use white, but I've already done all the coin purses that match. So it would be weird if I had white like zipper tape on the pocket and then on the coin purse I've got beige. It just makes no sense. We'll just continue on and hopefully it doesn't arrive in time. Otherwise it probably will be early October at this point. Maybe the first week of October, which is annoying because I usually do my Christmas launch in October, the first week of October. I'm probably gonna have to push the Christmas launch back. Lots of big things going on. Hey guys, I'm back on today. Sometimes I feel like I can't do my hair properly, like in like a little bun. Sometimes it goes really well and sometimes it just looks odd. I think it's because it's too long, maybe. I need to go get my hair done. It's very brown. I usually have it blonde. I don't want to know what it looks like from the back. That's none of my business, if I'll be honest. I don't want to know. Here we go. So I've got these. I'm going to start sewing them up. I really want to try and get this launch underway for next week coming. This week has been a mess, honestly. There's been so much going on. Very highs, very lows. We did end up getting the block through CBA, so I'm very thankful. If anyone is watching that's local, go to Warragul and see Emily from CBA. Her name's Emily Fox. Absolute weapon. She was so good. We went in there actually talking about getting a refinance because the broker was suggesting 8.3% interest rate and a $6,000 fee to get this specific loan with a non-bank lender. But then I went in there and Emily was like, no, we should be fine with the YouTube income. Let's like just leave it with me. She did that whole loan application. So yeah, we got the loan happening and then we got approved like the next. We technically got approved the next business day, but it had to go higher up just because of the YouTube income. just to have a little tick off. And then yeah, that next morning, it was like 9 AM or 9:30 AM, I got a text message saying that it all went through and we were able to settle on the block. Yeah, that was a big relief, and I'm very excited to be able to build a house. It's been like my dream of mine forever. If you've been watching me since farm days, I was like, that's always been my dream, is to build. I've always had lots of big plans, and obviously the budget will be limited. We are young, we don't have $1 bajillion sitting there, and we are both self-employed, so it's not like we can get massive loans. That's finally over. So like that stress and that anxiety and everything has like dissipated, and it's gonna be okay now. Like I feel like now that we got the block, we could sit on it for like a year or two and then like keep saving up money and then go for the next loan. So I'm not too stressed about that stuff now. Like that's something to look forward to in our future. Let's just move on. We are going to start doing all of the pouches today. I still haven't got my zippers. I'm hoping they come this week. I did receive 2 lots of these. So I ordered these. I usually purchase in about 20 meters. This is 5, or actually it's 5 yards, which I think a yards is smaller than meters. So I have ordered these. These came so fast. I ordered these at the same time I ordered the other ones. These came before my zips that I ordered probably 3 weeks ago now. Because yeah, I think I already mentioned it, but I ordered zips 3 weeks ago now, and I ordered the zipper tape 3 weeks ago now, and they got cancelled. I also ordered zips at the same time. The zips haven't arrived, but these arrived, and I ordered these a week ago. So at least I got some. I've got like 10 yards worth of zipper tape. Move forward. I think I can't even remember how many I have of these ones. I think it ended up being like enough to make at least 1 set, and maybe 1.5 sets of these, because I'm making 2 of each one. Yeah, I really want to get these done. Let's just get into it. Fix all the zippers up. So I need to split them apart up this end and glue them down, because it really makes a big difference. Like just gluing them like this makes a massive difference to try and sew. So much easier. Oh my gosh. And I did see Bose has pink ones of these. I think they're like almost white, but they're, yeah, like light pink. So I'm excited about that too. Well, I should get some of those. I probably don't need to buy a $500 pair of headphones when these ones work perfectly fine, but it would be nice. It would be a nice thing to have. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm waiting for Black Friday sales. I'm putting like everything on a list. And if I still want it by Black Friday, I will have a look if I can see if I can get it a lot cheaper. I probably need a new camera soon, and I probably need a new phone soon, and I probably need a new laptop soon. That's like 10 grand worth of stuff just there, but I'm trying to like hold out. I'm like, these still work fine. I'm going to just keep using them until they do not work. I'm really going to get an eye test. My eyes have been so bad lately. Like if I do, like they're pretty good for like doing this sort of stuff, because my eyes, I've always been able to see like up close. I just can't see really far away, which is why I wear glasses a lot, especially at markets, because I probably need them for driving, if I'll be honest. But if I do this, it's so dark. Like I can't see. Like it's like there's a big veil of darkness over it. But if I do this, it's like it's bright. It's like letting in 100% brightness, and this one's letting in 50% brightness. Like letting in 50% light. Which is really concerning, honestly. Which one's my good eye? I think this was my good eye. Like this one's clear and this one's not clear. But this one I can't see out of, like it's dark, and this one is blurry but it's bright. So like they're fighting with each other constantly to be able to see. Oh, and this one has different colors. So I was like doing this the other day. I was like looking at the trees, and I was like, these trees look red. These trees look green. Well, like not red, but like a tinge of like, they look like autumny, like, you know, a sunsetty red, like a little tingy of, yeah, different color though, really different color. So I'm like, oh, I really need to go get my eyes checked again. I haven't gotten checked in like 3 years. That should probably be on the priority list at this point. Also need to go get my like teeth checked, because my teeth keep moving so quick. I don't know what's going on with them. I'd say it's probably my wisdom teeth like interfering, because I know I've got 4 wisdom teeth. One's out, like one's fully out, doesn't bother me. These 3 though, they're all growing in sideways. So I'm gonna probably take a guess and say like this one's like they're all impacting my jaw. No pain though yet. So yeah, that's another thing I need to save up for in case I need to like have surgery on my teeth. I think it's like so expensive though. I think it's like 5 grand if I was to get them all out. And then I would have to get knocked out too, so it's probably more. Like, I'd have to be knocked out for that. I cannot. I hate dentists. I hate needles. Like, I once got a filling, and the filling, I was like, I can't do needles. You will have to do it without the, like, numbing. And they're like, are you sure that's gonna hurt? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Do not put a needle in me. So they're like, okay. So I got a filling, a 2 out of 10. Like, it wasn't too bad, the pain, but like, I could just feel it hitting the nerve. And I was like, I'm so glad I didn't get the needle. Like, that was like the best decision I made, because I am petrified of needles. Like, I had to get like lots of blood tests I've had like lots of blood tests over like the past few years. And like, every time I go in, I'm just like, I am petrified. Like, talk to me. Just talk to me. And I'm just like, every time like, I'll like try and talk to them back, and I'm like, ah! Like, I'm like, I can't look at it. Anyone else like really scared of needles? Like, I am so petrified. Okay, I actually have to do some work. I've been like talking for so long. I might go find my drink bottle. I'm very thirsty. So I have cut out a bunch of this. I do think I'll need more, but that should get me through at least one of each of these patterns. I am thinking, depending on how long it takes me, like if it takes me like more than 2 days, I think I might have to just do one and call it at that, because I do want to try and get this launch up sooner rather than later, because we are getting really far into like Christmas territory, and these really needed to go up. Honestly, they needed to go up this week. They really did. They really needed to go up like in the next few days, but it's just not going to happen. I've just, you know, I've had a lot going on behind the scenes. I've had a lot of days off, like trying to, yeah, between everything. So I'm quite behind in terms of that, because I did want to try and have them up by the end of September, but that's not going to happen. It's currently 28th of September, so we are not even anywhere near close to finishing. There's like a few big products I still need to do. I guess with the vanity buckets and hair tools though, I'm going to be only doing a couple colours of each of those. The pockets and the coin purses, obviously I did way too many because I couldn't choose, but I'm going to have to limit those other 2 things. I'm going to have to like only do 10, I would say, in each of those. So I'm hoping that will be okay. I didn't get my glue. Where's that? And I won't be able to work very long either, because I'm going to go see my family at probably another hour or 2. So hour or 2 of power, and then I'm on my way. So I thought I would start getting these prepped. So I'm pretty much just gluing them down. So I did see a tutorial where people sew them down, like they skip this step, but it's honestly so hard. Like, it moves so much, and like it's just so much harder. And I feel like I've broken way more needles with that method than I have when I've just glued them down. Once they're glued down, they don't move, and it's just so much easier. I haven't seen people do that, but then again, I don't watch a lot of craft stuff on YouTube. The reason I even like knew about this was from, I think, Facebook. I just saw a short reel about it with someone sewing it. So who knows? This might be like a thing that lots of people do, but I don't know, because I don't really watch a lot of other people. I know a lot of people have suggested to watch Christine, I believe, home something. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't remember the exact wording, but it's Christine Home Affairs, maybe? So I know a lot of people have suggested to watch her. I have to go and check her out as well, because I haven't done that yet. Apparently she's another Australian YouTuber, but does like lots of bags. So it's exciting. Need to like fix that one, because there's a big inconsistency. Let's see if this works. I finally received this as well. This is for my I feel like this is so awkward. I'm not used to using one that's like this. It's really bad for your wrist. I'll see if I might have to buy a different one, because that one's so, like, that's gonna hurt my wrist so bad. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, my brain. Oh yeah, I got that for my makeup bags, the templates, because I can't get into the corners. Although someone did suggest a box cutter, which is so smart, so I could get one of those. But I feel like I'll probably wait until there's a sale and get the Alpha version of like the 28mm ones. Because the rotary cutters that look like this, they're really bad for your wrists. I'm like, they just are. Like, they really, really are. They hurt your wrists so bad. Like, because you can't really, I guess you can kind of do it like this, but it makes it really hard. The other one's just a way more ergo control, ergonomic. They don't hurt your wrists as much. I actually haven't had many carpal tunnel flare-ups this year, which is awesome. I think it's just because I've taken a lot of time off this year due to various reasons, but I feel like I'm only just showing up for the bare essentials, bare minimum, but I'm still getting by. It's fine. It's like once everything's settled and everything's okay, like I'll be able to go full back into it. But yeah, then I'll probably end up with massive carpal tunnel flare-ups. I think the last carpal tunnel flare-up would have been back in March, because I did my launch back then. Like, I reopened the website after having a few months off. To be fair though, this launch, why is that one missing a zipper? This launch is really big. Like, this is a hefty launch. Usually, like last year or the year before, you know, my launches only consisted of 20 brand new scrunchie fabrics. So maybe ended up being like 50 scrunchies, different ones. And then I was able to kind of get those up and done within 2-3 days. Whereas launches this year, they are a lot more detailed because, one, I've got bigger products. They're products that take ages. Like a scrunchie, you know, takes me maximum 5 minutes, whereas these are taking me, oh, who knows how long. They'd probably take me half an hour between like makeup bags. Once I get all the coin posters, like bulk of it done though, I feel like that would be, I feel like the coin posters obviously were a lot quicker than like an hour or something, but it just has that, they all have to be ready and done in bulk. And the other thing is I'm trying to have them all in stock. So previous years I've tried to just have made to order. I have tried in stock before, but I got a bit silly with it last year and I didn't make anything. I just kind of was like, I'll just make the one thing and then make it as they come in. And oh, okay, that one snapped. But obviously with the makeup bags, they blew up. I did not expect that. So, which is a really good thing. It's awesome, but I just wasn't expecting them to be so popular. So I'm hoping, yeah, I really hope with the coin posters and these little zipper pouches that these are just as popular, because like these will take a lot less time to make, and I'll be able to smash those out much quicker. So that's also on the back of my mind. I'll be able to like do that. Also, how many of these will one person want or need? You know what I mean? So it makes it a little bit tricky. So it's just like gotta keep coming up with new designs, new things to make. I think that's like really hard for small business as well. Like if you get really lucky and have a product that is a consumable product, which I think is why candles and like body stuff is so popular, because they are a consumable product. They, like, you use it up and then people come back and buy more. Whereas scrunchies, you know, also I kind of got lucky with scrunchies, I guess, because they are something that people have a lot of. Like it's kind of like clothes. Like people always continuously buy clothes, but they will get to a point where people are kind of like over scrunchies and like they have too many. So that's also in the back of my mind too. I feel like that's already kind of happening slightly. So that is in the back of my mind as well. So just got to keep coming up with new products and new things to make just in case. I think I just got really lucky with scrunchies though. I thought they were going to be out of fashion like years ago, to be honest. And they're still selling, so I'm like, okay, while I can, make the money from them while I can, and then yeah, try some different avenues. Honestly, I'm excited to even not move away completely, but like do less of making things to sell, and like try and work on the social side of things, like YouTube and stuff, and like make dresses and like for myself, not for anyone else, but like do that sort of stuff, because obviously YouTube pays me, so I'll be able to make content like that and get paid that way rather than making product to get paid. So like I am excited for that too. So like once I have everything set up, it'll be good, but we'll see what the future holds. So many things, so many variables. Yeah, I'm going to continue doing this. It's actually been so much easier having this not cut. It has been quicker. I'm only doing 2 at a time though, because like I have trouble keeping it straight. I'm gonna be honest, I do. I really have a lot of trouble keeping it straight. So I have been just doing 2 at a time because I feel like I can keep that straight without it warping too much. I could possibly try doing 1 straight down the middle, but then yeah, still I'm not very good at keeping it straight. So I'll just take my time and do smaller segments. Alright guys, I've just finished quilting all of the pieces of the zipper pouches. There was a few that I sort of came to and was like, I don't think it will look good quilted. Like that one. Because the black, yeah, it's just like too contrasting. The black would look weird through the flowers and then the white wouldn't look good on the black. So I decided to just do them plain. Same with a lot of the corduroy ones and like this one. This one probably could have been okay with the quilting, but I was just like, I don't know. The rest are quilted though, so it's majority quilted. Now I don't know what to do. I think I might have a look at the zips, because I need to do the colours of each one, which will be kind of hard. I've tried to keep them in the order that I cut them out in, because obviously the lining is here in the same order, so I need to like remember which ones go with which. But yeah, I need to put the ends on these, and the ends are the ones that like match the lining, if that makes sense. It doesn't match the outer, so I'm gonna have to like just remember which ones that is. And I need to probably make more of like those little skinny things. There might be some in here maybe, so I need to try and keep these. So we'll see how much I have in here, otherwise I'll have to sew or iron more up. I think I'm going to cut all these apart, because at the moment they look like this. Little sheets. It was a lot easier not cutting the wadding apart, so I'll cut the wadding part now. Yeah, they just made it look way neater. And obviously I could also do that with the fabric, but that part actually was easier having them cut, I feel. Because I only wanted to do 2 at a time, otherwise I was scared I was going to like mess it up. I think I might iron them like this before I cut the rest apart, because they will need ironing, because they're, yeah, because I like to iron them. I have been doing them in batches like this. So I'm gonna finish these ones off. I just need to kind of like do this and then flip them. These are taking so long, but I've only got these left. I'm gonna do, there's some spare ones. Over here we have the finished ones. We got a whole pile there, and there's a couple more behind me, which I just need to finish off. Those three. So yeah, these ones are the next up. It also did occur to me that there actually is probably a quicker way of doing these, and I didn't really think about it until last night, and I was like kind of just thinking about the pockets, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have made them this way. I don't know for sure, but pretty much just keeping like these together, joined at the bottom, putting in the zip, then sewing down the sides and leaving a gap like I do for the makeup bags, flipping it and then top stitching. So I don't know, I'll see what happens once all of these are made and sold. If I just like make more of them in the future, I will try that method and see if that one works and is quicker, or maybe like just easier. This one isn't too bad. Like I got through quite a few of them last night, but yeah, we'll just see. Oh yeah, did I mention that my zips haven't arrived? I can't do the launch without the zips. So I'm like kind of stalling almost, like waiting. They were meant to arrive 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh. Like first my zipper tape got cancelled. That still hasn't arrived. That one just arrived in Australia actually. I had to reorder that, but I didn't realise it was cancelled for 2 weeks. And then my zips, which usually arrive within like a week, like they do not take very long, they still haven't arrived, and they end tracking a week ago when it was assigned to the delivery driver. So it should have been like delivered within a day or two. So yeah, it's very, very strange. It's never happened before, but of course it happens when I need something actually badly. All the other things I ordered at the exact same time, and even after I had ordered, have already arrived. So I'm just waiting on the 2 actual things that are important. Like I have zipper tape now, 10 meters or 10 yards, but now I don't have any zips. I've got a pack of 10 left. That's barely going to get me through a few days worth of orders, let alone like my whole launch. So yeah, I contacted support for that because I don't think I've got any up here. I have lots of zips, but they're just not the zips that I need. Like, look at all my zips. I've got so many. Let's go through them, make sure. So they're no good. They're no good. I thought these might be good, but I don't think so. They're no good. They're also no good. I mean, I could use those for, like, I could have used those for the coin purses or something, because they're a little bit different and they still work fine. But now that I've done all the coin purses, I can't use them for that. And I'm pretty sure these ones get stuck. So these, oh no, they're different too. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they're no good either. What else we got in here? And these, ooh, no good. They're not it either. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've got all these zips that I can't use because they're just no good. Some are the wrong color, some just aren't right for my zipper tape. So close to finishing. I just need to cut off all the threads, which shouldn't take me too long, and then I'll be done. I obviously wasn't able to finish all of them just because I've literally just ran out. I ran out of supplies. Like my next 2 things I'm gonna have to do are the face scrubbies and the vanity buckets because they don't include any of the zips and stuff. I also have done another order for the zips again. So I've got now 600 zips coming, 300 in one, 300 in another, and that should be here later in the week, maybe early next week. Yeah, I'm gonna cut all these apart and then I'll be finished all the pockets. Just finished making all of these, so I'll be enough for my launch. I'll put up 2 of each, but not all of them will be made, obviously, because there is still a couple over here. But I did try and do this like thought experiment that I had. So just, I don't know, I feel like it would probably make it look neater on the inside, but will it be harder to do? I don't know. I'll finish this off and we'll have a look. Okay, this was the original way that I did it. That's the inside. So there is a seam at the bottom. As you can, that's the stitching. Okay. This is the one I just tried. This doesn't sit correctly at the end there. I also couldn't stitch really well at the top. It's like quite messy. That's the inside. So it's actually like sewn into the sides. This one just sits more flush. I'd say probably just the way I was doing it would be better unless I got really good at doing it this way. Just counted, I made 45 of them. So that's a really good start. I think that means there's about 15 more to go. And I'm not going to make those until they sell, I guess. I will jump back on tomorrow to show you them all in the bright light for sunshine. But yeah, I'll probably do some other things tonight just so I can get ahead. Good morning, guys. So today I am going to be starting my next vlog, which is super exciting because these, I feel like these took me weeks and weeks to make. Oh my gosh. Obviously I've been doing so much other things in between and like had obviously a lot of stresses and still have a lot of stresses going on, but that is okay. I'm trying to stay positive. I also have printed out new documents for the labels, because I don't know if I mentioned this vlog, but the US like labels that I printed out last week, they got rejected. Anyway, so I've printed these out. I have 2 currently on their way, but they're just paper patterns, so I'm hoping that they arrive safely. These 2 that I've just printed out are for the makeup bags. So I wanted to like just make sure, 110% sure that they're going to arrive safely. They're a lot harder to make. Like they will take me a long time and I will crash out if they get lost. So I have printed out those and I'm going to sit on them for a little while because the last ones I printed out, 2 days later it came up with the error after I'd already shipped them. So, and then I had to like call the post office. I was like, please do not actually post them because if they actually go out in the actual shipments later on today, I don't know if I'm going to get them back. I have been able to get refunds for all of the labels though, so that was good. Hopefully I didn't miss any. I have to go back through and like make sure, double check that I've actually been refunded for the labels that are incorrect or invalid. Someone did message me last night and said that their parcel arrived in the US, but then their customer's still getting charged the customs tax, even though they've paid the zonos. So I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like surely not. Like it's been, yeah, so I don't know. Alright, so I will show you all of them in today's light. Beautiful big pile. I feel like I won't be able to like really hold both the lights. So anyway, all of them are now done, so that means it's the end of this vlog. And before I go, I do have some exciting news. This morning I had a delivery and I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be the zips, all the zippers. And I was like, oh, but then I went to the front door and it was like my big boxes, which is still good. It's for my DIY packs and everything else. So I was like, that's exciting. And then I've just jumped on here to end the vlog and guess what showed up at my door? So I can already feel it. I'm 99.9% sure that this is exactly what I want. Make sure that it's correct zips, otherwise I may have a crash. Nope, that's my zippers. Nice. So there's 300 in here. 300 zippers. And I'm so glad they went back to this style. The last lot I got from them, they put them in that like horrible plastic and it takes so much longer to like unwrap them. But yeah, they usually ship to me with tissue paper, but they had like run out or something. And 100 meters. I did accidentally open it from the wrong end though, that's okay. Of zipper tape. So we are on for the next launch. We've got all the supplies we need. Because obviously, yeah, I did recently purchase all my wadding again. So I've got ample supplies now to make everything. So we can get, yeah, fully cracking on everything. Shame it didn't arrive like the other day because I probably could have finished all these ones off, but it's okay. Super good news about these arriving. I'm going to get going though because I need to try and get this launch underway. So much to do still. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye!